everybody, and welcome to another episode of Curse of Muddy Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. But with me, I have a wonderful cast of players, like a Lady Lyra Happy played by Julie. Hello, welcome.
Let's see if we can unfuck Iris's brain.
I'm Marty, Changeling Warlock by Cookie. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. I just have a strange feeling. I feel a little bit different from last time. It's really weird.
And then we got next to the starter Tiefling Bard, played by Adrian That Slade. Yep, hello there, it's me, Adrian. I am the tech wizard, I'm a CTO, I'm so swayed. Master Arius, dwarf wizard, played by Bowie. Hello, welcome.
Please, unfuck my brain, please.
Alright, in double speed, what happened last time, gang? Should I do it? Or should someone else do it?
Would you do it? Can you do it?
I mean, do you feel
If
like
you
you can
want
do
it.
it? Do you want to do your first one?
No. I just discovered the notes. I'll do it next time, guys. I can read next time. This is like class.
Okay, I can do it. Hello, Karen.
Bexxy.
Welcome. Well, Nick's doing the big brain think. He decided to go, like, I need to be the alpha in this conversation. So he jumps off the wagon, puffs off his chest, and tells, fuck you, to Gorik. The werewolf asks to be handed over the bearded child. But you refuse, and he quickly say, I'm totally over it. And Nyx also, to add fuel to the fire, insinuates that Asphodine SE is not far away, so he shouldn't try any funny business. Nyx, with their critical 20, manages to persuade Gorik that Asphodine is now the rightful alpha of the Red Fang, and he should totally, like, find her, follow all of her orders. And Gorik was like, what? Really? Okay, maybe I'll do that. But I want to go back to the cave, first of all, to make sure, like, what's going on if Kirill is dead. But then you returned your attention to the dwarf underneath your wagon after Gorik and his pack went Autobots roll out. And you quickly realize that this dwarf has lost his memory and he seems a little bit off the wagon. No one is laughing. He talks about trees telling him about stuff. You shouldn't trust them. Some weird creatures turning into furry creatures who he doesn't like either. And that he has a key. People are trying to steal his key. And he hasn't been up in his brain for a very long time. He asks you for help. You freak out a little bit saying like, hey, we don't have time. We have children to rescue from terrible hags. But Illyria is very adamant of helping this dwarf. And after the dwarf casts the Magnificent Mansion spell and a door just appears in reality, you realize, okay, maybe this is a side quest we can actually go on. Teleporting into a stone-clad room, the portal around you turned off. After a while, the whole world seems to implode a little bit at the seams as Arius started to lose his bravery. But pushing on past all the tacky furniture, according to Nyx, you saw a strange swirling arcane bubble over a Coptic rune circle. There were 4 colors of like light spheres attached to 4 different corners, one of dark blue, one of warm red, bright orange, and one of a mossy green. And they had like beams coming out of them, attaching to the bubble, almost rope or chain-like. And within that sphere, you realize that there was something in it. A smoke took form into a small, vague humanoid shape who started to really dig into Arius. insult after insult, and Arius just got more stressed and more panicked and more sad by each line being delivered. And in time with that, the whole world started to melt and come apart, like slowly turning into an abstract painting. But in the end, the voice declared that this way of defeating Arius would be way too simple of an easy out. He doesn't deserve that easy end. So you get teleported away from the room to outside of a dilapidated mansion, where a shadowy figure standing on the second floor disappeared after a flash of lightning looking down upon you. You headed inside of the mansion after freaking out, or Nix in particular freaking out, understandably. Shaking Arius back and forth. What the fuck is this? You stepped into the foyer where you found some coat racks with these names. The fifth one was scratched over, but you got the 3 first letters of the last name. And then you stepped into this grand main hall with paintings all around, the balcony and a grand staircase, several different paths and doors that lead from the space. You heard chirping from a parlor directly to your right. You went to investigate. You found a strange mutated bird that started to scream like the maid, Margaret, from Death House, asking you to save her Walter before she died and the bird died. You fought some armors, and Arius showed off his magical might, and Nix and Lyra realized oh my god, we have come so far. Heading into the library, you got bonked on your head by some knowledge, and all of the books spelled out the message, curiosity killed the cat. And that's where we left off. Thank you, me.
Thank you, Bexxy.
Thank you.
I've been secretly munching, I'm sorry.
That's
Adrian, it's good to see you,
understandable.
my friend.
Welcome, Adrian.
That's good to see you too. Here you
I mean, yes. Mr.
Perfect
CTO,
timing.
big... Yeah.
Those London things remind me. This mention as well.
Would be.
Okay, let's get back into it, shall we? I haven't fixed Nix. Alright, but that's okay. To wander inside somebody else's mind is both intrusive and fascinating. Either way, you didn't have a choice being here, and it's too late now. The way out is for now obscured. You will have to weather whatever trauma is on its way in the twisted and dark depths of this lost dwarf's brain, and piece together the clues of his history and identity together. Indeed, observing the dwarf, it's clear to see he suffers from amnesia, paranoia, and perhaps some other things, to say at least, and his grip on his own sanity and reality is clearly unstable. His bravery, his stability, his mood, and the tangibility of this very place seems connected. When he breaks down, reality does the same. You don't really want to know what happens when he totally loses it. And seeing as he is already off his rocker, things might spiral out of control quickly. You're acutely aware that this might become very dangerous. But, again, looking at this dwarf, learning the little you have already, or somehow connected to the Protectorate, perhaps part of the Copperbeard's connections to Death House, you can't help but to feel a burning curiosity. Who is he? And what has he experienced? Again, it doesn't matter what motivation that spurs you on, you don't have a choice. You just hope that curiosity will continue to be your guiding star and not a desperate need of survival. Towards that end, we will find out in time. But in the meantime, speaking of curiosity, the angry message of "Curiosity killed the cat" lies scattered on torn pages as corpses on a battlefield made silent by your victory. And in that spirit, let's start tonight's session by first making a stress check. Bowie, please.
Oh, well. That's good.
Okay.
That's a good roll. It's higher than average.
Higher than average, true. A quick question to you. Since he is at a 9, Bexxy, roll stress checks with advantage. Is that relevant?
Oh yeah. Then roll again. Might be
For
good
this
at
kind
the...
of check?
But say, I do believe you're
Yes, roll again. Sorry, I hit my mute button. I need to change it. Yes.
Never. I'll go with the first one.
You take 2 stress, and you all notice in the far corners of the room, it's almost like the wallpaper is slightly melting. The floor is yours.
He's kind of standing in the midst of this battlefield of books that are just lying around him, looking over it. Irius's breath begins picking up. And he's backing up, trying to get out of the mess that are these books, and almost trying to back away, he slips on one of these books and on this unsteady ground, falling back on the rickety old chair right behind him. I never read a book like that before. Why is it in here?
It's fine. Stay calm. We need you to stay calm to get out of here, alright?
No.
Take a deep breath. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna get you out of here.
The Elman books, they didn't tell me about this. They didn't tell me about those. And he points towards the books on the ground, just fingers shaking.
She kind of like takes like his hands and she's like, stay with me, calm down, we're gonna get out of here. Alright.
Find what you need in this room. I'd like to leave.
Illyria, actually, with that, make me a leadership presence.
Alrighty.
I was a little bit slow with calling it out, but I'm trying to fix vision problems. Do you see anything now, Cookie?
No, but I refresh my page. Maybe it's a refresh thing.
Do so, please.
Yeah, I still don't see anything.
Heck!
I opened up the wrong sheet. I'll be with you in a second.
Adrian, can you
Irius
see?
begins cheering the books. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I can see things.
What is wrong with you, Cookie? Why is it always vision problems for you? Get a grip.
Maybe it's dark mode. No.
Just start shaming. With the new UI they added, I did get a message loading in with VCTS needed that enabled.
That's a 22.
Whoa!
Wow.
Wow!
9. Holy shit.
Jeez. Okay.
Look, I may or may not have taken like a third dot in it because I wanted Illyria to be good at something.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Clearly. Make me roll me a 1d4. Julie.
Okay. 2.
Then you fall back down to 9 again. reality seems to anchor itself a little bit more as you get somewhat calmed by the steady presence of Illyria. Sorry.
His breathing certainly begins to become more steady, taking deeper breaths in and just closing his eyes for a moment and kind of averting it from the floor. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
She gets up and gives him like a little pat on the back. You can still wait outside if you want.
I'll stick around. Just, yeah, whatever you think there's in here, try and be quick about
I think we looked at most things in here. She kind of looks over towards the others.
We can try and find something. Maybe something was hidden by these very mocking books.
Nyx is still kind of stamping on it with his heel, like one of the books, like clearly overly aggressive for like ever trying to boop him. Showing the books, who's the master of the books? And then looks up to Illyria and goes, bracing and not at all unique. I've seen many a book try to hit me. Usually they're thrown by women, but you know, it's not my first book to the head.
Why am I not surprised about that?
It's the thing that is closest to the women. I don't know why. I prefer it over a bottle. But the curious question here is, why are there books being thrown at my head here?
Sharing the exact same sentiment.
Well, perhaps Irius didn't like books when he was better.
Warily looking around, Nyx looks for an exit, eyeing evilly the other bookshelves.
Well, there is a door straight ahead. There's also, of course, the upper floor with the balcony up there, and you're not entirely sure if there's an exit out there. You can also go back, of course, into the main hall where you saw several paths.
Nyx is not going to go past the books again, so he's going to look to this way.
Irius will very, very hopefully follow along. Just kind of gluing himself to the pillar, just holding on to everything like he's on some sort of skyscraper.
Okay. I'm going to copy Dawn and Dusk. There we go. And then let's change.
The changing of the scene.
Yep. I will put you in the right location. And it's probably dark. Bloop. For Harmardia, so let's use your in disguise token for now.
Okay.
I'm dark. Oh, I'm not. I just have my token.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
these guys.
There we go.
Yeah, I can see things.
Perfect. So, in front of you is a spacious but disheveled hallway with draped over furniture and a carpet half folded over itself further down the way. In the southwestern corner, there's a staircase here heading down. To the northwest, there's a wooden door, and beside it, straight towards the north, there's double glass windows with smattering rain beyond and a black garden. To the northeast, another wooden door, and directly to your right, in the southeast, another double glass door that leads into what seems to be an inner courtyard of some kind.
So, do we want a plan, perhaps, before we march on an unnatural merry way?
And what sort of plan would we have?
Well, I'm just thinking about maybe some contingencies should we encounter something that might be absolutely horrifying for, well, both a certain person and other people surrounding him. And she raises her furry eyebrow at Irius.
I wish I could tell you what would happen next, but I don't know.
I see. Well, perhaps you should avert your gaze from things. And we will tell you if it's clear or not, if it's a nice place. Maybe then you can then open your eyes and you'll see some cozy furniture. Or perhaps some nice art, or a glass of really tasty wine. But if it doesn't, then you'll just not see it, and hopefully it won't do, you know.
Right. I'll keep my eyes closed. Wait for the good things. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Just imagine a pretty. I don't know how pretty sky looks like. Helena, help me here.
Imagine a nice blue sky, maybe, or
Blue sky.
maybe you're lying in the grass, enjoying the sun on your skin.
Sun, grass.
Maybe you're
Lying in
looking
the
at
sun.
the clouds, thinking of what shapes they could be.
When would Arius question to DM? Would Arius remember what the sky outside of Barovia looks like?
When you hit like 185, when you're in the like 188.
You know what? Make me an intelligence check.
Oh no!
I can put the old one back,
That's
Adrian,
like-
because...
Just press Control Z.
You're not even,
Oh.
like, you're tall then, but
maybe.
like, you're not tall.
No,
Like, if you're bragging about being
no.
no.
doesn't work.
Then I don't know what you did. It was working.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god,
Just
that's
need
a
to-
Nixus!
I need to
It's a-
oh
press
my
it
nixes.
500 times.
It's
Okay,
a Nixophone!
we solved it. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it anymore.
Green.
You said intelligence?
Yes, just make an intelligence check.
Yeah, because you ain't got that elephant gene, guy. You're not in that
Wait,
elephant
that's
gene.
wrong.
That's
Impressive.
wrong, man!
That's
Oh,
brawn,
yeah.
man.
Wait, am I hitting the wrong? What?
Intelligence and brawn, same thing for Aries.
I flex my muscles!
Flexcasting!
My matter.
Wait, what the? Hold on, did I? Oh no! Okay, that is my intelligence. It's just named wrong. That is his intelligence modifier. It's just not been named right in the code, but that is the right one.
It's so funny that you're not an intelligent wizard.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
You open it maybe.
With Frostmark, you
What?
can make dumb wizards.
What is even the sun, yo?
I stay inside all day. Not
What?
in the sun,
Isn't it
ever.
just slightly
warm.
light when
I'm
it's
from the
day?
mountains,
I feel like that should be like my life motto.
Blue sky? What the fuck is this bullshit? The sky is always gray. Some kind of shade of gray.
Oh, that's
there.
rock above my head. You know.
Yeah.
I got around 5.
Okay, okay. You will just hear Arius murmuring to himself, and blue cloud, strange. And he'll just kind of have his eyes half closed, trying to kind of follow the floor make sure that he has like a silhouette of Hermathia in front of him so he doesn't like eat shit, and just follow along as he's kind of murmuring to himself, really trying to solve this incredibly intricate puzzle that he's just been given.
Maybe
Why would this
There-
be blue? What's
maybe
the plan?
their word for blue is my grays, kind of something.
Serious colorblind?
Language barriers, man.
I mean, I guess it's one way to
Everything's
distract
grayscale.
him, you know?
It's the kind of saying that I don't understand. Okay, anyway. Yes.
Perhaps you should take my hand as well so you don't bump into things. Yes.
Right. Yes, and he just reaches out his right hand.
Yeah, so Magia gives you her hand and you feel that it's probably the frailest, boniest, skinniest hand that you will have the displeasure of taking.
Say that!
Like, he's saying these fucking treasures.
He continues to murmur. He is entranced by this puzzle.
Okay, I think we should
Follows along.
move, perhaps.
Anything coming back to you, Master Dwarf, about what this house is or who it belongs to? Or we kind of learned that it's from the Protectorate times, but do you remember being here? Do you remember anything about the architecture of this building?
I kind of opens up one eye. I know. I feel right down here. And he sort of points to his chest with his other hand. I should know this place. Every time I see something, it reminds me. The Elman book trees, they told me, but I can't remember. There's another thing. There's another thing that tells me what this is. Not yet. Just a
Right. Then we wander until something sparks in this madness. And Nix will keep on warily walking down the hallway, his heeled boots making clip-clop noise on this, I guess it's hardwood floor.
Yeah. Herringbone. It's worn, it's faded, it's like a lot of shoes has been walking down, but I mean, a herringbone floor, it's pretty fancy. And indeed, just to reiterate, you got the double glass doors that seem to be leading out to that inner courtyard over here. You have a door over there, a door over there.
Believe it!
You have a stair going down there, and you got double glass doors heading out over there.
I watched that show, bro.
Got it.
I'm talking about Shippuden.
I guess if we're looking for anything, we're gonna go systematically.
No, wait, Nix, don't go ahead so far. It's a weird place. It might be swallowed by a window monster.
What?
I didn't know. Maybe the window has teeth. And she squints her eyes on the window. I mean, we had hostile books. I don't think hostile window is so ridiculous.
Illyria is gonna carefully, slowly poke the window.
That's the problem.
Click.
Like,
I think we're good.
Okay,
Collectively, everyone holds their breath when Illyria does this.
Yeah.
And then realize, when everyone looks at Machi like with the most, that was the dumbest suggestion ever. Like,
Hey! What? It was a perfectly reasonable response to being attacked by insolent little books.
I mean, we were fighting a bloodthirsty tree not too long ago.
Yes, inanimate objects are a hostile sort of species in Barovia, I guess.
right, but not when it comes to structural integrity, surely not. Unless we are literally in a building of which itself is a monster. Nick looks around warily for a quick second.
I
But I
did
don't think that's the case.
hear this like scary story about a thing that like tries to look like a house, but it's all wrong, and once you're inside, it eats you. I think one of my friends made it up.
No, Icky Bicky. The only thing we have to look out for is a Vox Memo. Never trust a Vox Memo. And he looks like up the walls and into the wooden ceiling beams, kind of like he's looking for something.
A what?
Never trust a Vox Memo.
A box memo.
Ah, yes, Vox Memo. Strange little buggers, huh? They look like the grass, but they're not the grass. They make noise. They try and fool you, not me. I know when I hear a Vox Memo. Do not worry.
We'll keep that in mind.
Blue skies.
Okay.
Let us keep on trying to jog this dwarf's memory. I don't think there's any window monsters. Nix looks at the door. Or door monsters, and then
Do you want me to poke
quickly.
it?
Wait,
Well, no, he pokes at himself, like with his toe.
Sudden blue lady that
Thunk.
comes out of nowhere. In the
And like
end,
lets out a sigh, and
And
then
then-
tries the door handle.
Rattle, rattle. No, I'm just kidding.
decades, and he was strong enough to be built up for decades, and it was cool as fuck. I was
Okay.
down for it the entire time.
You look into a pretty nondescript room, dominated by a staircase that heads on upwards. There's a tasteful seating arrangement and an expensive vase, but you can't believe that this area has been often used for anything other than easy access to whatever is above.
So,
I found stairs
thing-
upwards.
one thing I'm so happy with.
Nothing really catching my eye in here. But should we need to go up? Here we go. But let's continue around this floor just in case first.
Yeah, let's keep that one in mind.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sorry, it's not crowded.
So there's like a door here and a door here where the dots
Yeah,
are.
it is sick as fuck.
Yes,
It has
a little bit
zero
further down
dialogue.
on that dot.
It's
It's
just
right
fuck you,
there.
catch
the
these
first door.
hands.
Okay.
They've
Then
already
indeed you
said
have the
enough.
double
Let's
glass
just
door
deal
heading
with,
out,
like,
and you
actual,
also have a
like,
double
deal
glass
with
door
some
down there
hands
heading
bullshit here,
also
okay?
out.
They do
Oh,
shit
outdoors.
that's,
Okay,
like,
so we can see
so
through the
next
kind of.
level.
Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
indoors because it's.
I can
Like,
open this one up so you can. It's not locked, so it can be.
Get out of the way, Burb.
There.
The burb is out of the way.
One of the coolest things I saw was like they know each other so well that when they started
No, it's
doing
not.
like spells,
This way.
like spells,
Oh,
you
this
know,
one.
like
Oh,
Dust-
this is a
Dust- we're going.
I'm sorry, my memory is like fine.
We're going this way.
Alright, I opened the door.
Every time. He just,
Against you want
takes
maybe
out
the hat.
took his
Okay, never
hand.
mind.
And like there was like 2 times Sasuke used
Ready.
Naruto's
Yeah.
hands to
Place
cast
food.
his,
Okay, that's
his
fine.
spells, which was sick. And it was just like that's like
A
so
grand
next level.
dining
It's
hall
hard, like,
stands
you can
before
see
you,
what-
able to
see their
seat
heart.
dozens of people. It still echoes
It-
of
it was-
past conversations, clinking glassware, and
and-
cheerful laughter.
And then
It looks like it has been recently used for some kind of ruckus celebration. The floors are still sticky at some places, the white table linen stained with different juices. A few chairs are tipped over, and even the remains of a shattered glass remains in a corner. 12 large windows grants a splendid view of the inner courtyard to the south and the dark gardens to the north, where a large white statue stands in the rain.
Out here.
Oh, yeah. There's 3 statues to the south, and then an even larger one to the north out there.
Are they humanoid or demonic?
It's a little bit hard to see the ones to the south, seeing as you see their back, but 2 of them are winged. The other one seems to be cloaked and has a staff with a light source on top of it. The one in the garden is in heavy sheets of rain and in the darkness. Make me a perception intelligence. 10. It's humanoid. It doesn't seem to have any other weird features other than that, but probably have to get closer to see what it is.
Next, perhaps I can shed some light on the issue, if you'll let me.
On what issue?
On the issue of you looking into the statues, I can light them up. We have a lamp. Or
They're
not.
outside though, so.
Yes, but we can open the window unless it's a window monster. Perhaps.
And they're facing the wrong way, Hamati. We have to go outside and run to see.
Oh, no, I was talking about the statue to... Oh, you're talking about the statue to...
Oh, that
Yeah.
one. Oh, I didn't see that one. I was just looking at this window.
Oh, it's the biggest one there. How can... Oh, yeah. But I didn't see the 2 little ones, so it's fair.
3. Right.
Arius? Make me a stress check.
Yes. Oh, sorry. With advantage, so 1 and... Oh, for fuck's sake. 1 and... 2.
Oh my god.
I don't want to get better.
Once again, something strange happens. Voices from beyond spreads throughout the room. A grand celebration can be heard. Dozens of voices shouting, dozens of hands using cutlery, and dozens of glass impacting each other in sheer. Directly to the east, by that table, a directional voice can be heard saying, "I've never seen this much food in my life! Master Arius' magic is so freaking awesome!" A young female voice, gushing with adoration, says, "He is amazing. They're all so impressive. I wish I could grow up half as cool as any of them." A young male voice answers, equally adoring, "I know, right? Maybe after all of this is over, we can travel back with them to Carpadar. Or maybe they're kind enough to stay here for a while. We can learn from them, Duro. Become gallant heroes just like in the fairy tales." "So, you're sure of our victory tomorrow?" "Yeah, of course. I can feel it. Change is coming. Sunlight is coming back. Our lives will finally change. The Morning Lord has answered our prayers for sending Master Arius and his group to us." My, Mitrana, you sound like my father. If the life of a hero doesn't work out for us, maybe you should become the next priest and I the merchant under yours. I would never put you through spending time with my lousy father, Duro. But don't you worry, things will work out. Tomorrow we take the castle, the devil's life, and claim our future to victory! The whole table chimes in, echoing what she said with loud cheers. "Master Arius will not let us down!" the girl says. And then everything abates, fades, and disappears.
She's a
Does
carpenter?
only Arius hear that?
She needs to wake
Nope,
up real
all of you did that whole conversation. And let's take some stress damage.
This is a real clown on the fly on the radio.
Arius? Is that what they call you?
Does
There's
Arius
a lot of
ring,
crows.
hearing it like that, does that ring a bell for Illyria?
Lot of calls.
Oh my... Jesus.
That is not a carpenter.
Well, let's do another intelligence check with disadvantage because so far it's not been going well. Chances are not high, but I'll give you a chance.
Why do you do like? Why do you do me like that?
I mean, you didn't even recognize Stormlight, so this is a bit more obscure than that.
I promise you,
Eight.
11. She's talking
Yeah,
to 11.
no.
I think Illyria is distracted by
Yeah,
the name Duro.
yes. Nix Illyria, you do remember Duro, of course. The son of Father Donovich, who you helped in the cellar of the church, and then you saw at the castle, at the masquerade ball. Turned into a vampire.
Illyria is gonna kind of like drag Nyx a little bit off to the side.
Yeah.
Is it that time? I think it's an inappropriate time.
No, you heard that too, right?
Yes, it is very creepy. The creepy mansion remains to be creepy, and
Where in
Yeah.
his mind do you think he was part of that group Duro was with?
do you think?
While they are speaking, Hamatia will take Irius and sit him down and will start talking about how she became friends with Saul, just to distract him.
Arius resists, completely fixated on that table, not saying anything, but as soon as Hamarthia would not necessarily pull him, but try and guide him down to his seat, he will pull away and try and make his way over to that table.
Okay.
You don't use that one?
No. I
Alright.
shall say just, may I join you?
He doesn't respond.
Hey, Irius? Not Irius, Dwarf? Dwarf?
What?
Mr. Dwarf?
What?
What are you doing?
I just need to see where that voice came from. One moment. And he rushes over there now. He's gonna run over. He's gonna fucking every chair, try and look under it, push it over.
Yeah.
Completely have havoc. See if you can find anybody.
Let's talk about this later.
Where are you? Where are you?
I'm trying to.
What is that name?
Arius.
No. I'm telling you, it's the Vox memos. Why did they sound so happy, huh? Why did they sound so excited? Why does it hurt?
Arius, remember, we're in your mind. These are probably fragments of your memory. You're here with us right now.
Takes a step back, looks over the table and the chairs he's pushed over. He got out of frustration, slams his hand down into the tablecloth. Why don't I remember a thing?
We can figure this out together. But we need you here with us right now. Can you do that for us?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, of course. That's why we're here.
Mr. Wizard, a suggestion, if I may.
He looks over to you.
If we are truly in your mind, then perhaps the voices that we hear, and well, the things you call Vox memos, perhaps. You are trying to listen from the outside, but if you think about it, you perhaps should listen inside yourself. Perhaps the answers that you're looking for are there, but perhaps something is blocking you from hearing them.
He brings his hand up to his head and begins scratching it a little bit too roughly. Not bleeding, but you can tell it's a little out of frustration. The Vox Mimosa. They're real. I've killed thousands in Barovia. Thousands. They follow me wherever I go. They tell me what I know is a lie. They plague me everywhere.
Let's take a deep breath and try to listen again together. And I will be listening too. And Saul here knows how to smell lies. So, if we do hear Vox Memo and it is lying, Saul will know. You'll see his little wing wiggling.
What are you talking about, Marty? Don't lie, I can smell blood.
It's because,
In, like, telepathically, she'll say, so we're doing a skit.
Oh,
Play the part.
oh, karate chops! Ah!
I'll show you. Illyria and Nyx hate each other. And she'll whisper telepathically to Saul, now wiggle.
The moth does aggressive karate chops in the air.
Arius is completely entranced. He believes every word you're saying.
Make me an empathy manipulation with advantage, with Illyria's help from Illyria's and Soul's help.
Oh wait, that's a soul check. I passed it, but let's see an empathy manipulation.
With advantage.
With
Empathy
advantage.
manipulation. Okay, first roll is 15.
Mhm.
Second roll is 23.
Ooh. Okay. Roll me a 1d4.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
What did I do?
It's
Roll
for
it.
how much stress you help.
2.
All right. You lower Iria's stress with 2. Good job.
All right, that's good. Yes, all right. We'll know when they lie. All right.
Yes. Okay, let's take. What?
You entertained Irius here, and now he's slightly more coherent?
Yes, you know, people like to be entertained, Nyx.
Oh,
I
I am
like to
well
be
aware of entertaining. That is not the case. If it was all about entertaining, why didn't you say so? Let me get something out of my book. Let's have an entertaining story.
Ooh, yes! Story time! Come on. And she'll like beckon Irius. Nyx tells the best stories.
Make me an empathy composure, Nyx, and Hamartia.
Okay.
Is he stressed out?
Well, I will tell you if we're high.
Empathy, composure.
Empathy
Okay.
composure.
20!
Oh, Hamartia, looking at Iria's face, you can tell that the magic of the moment is over and he's more exhausted now. You might need to wait until the next crisis happens.
Perhaps we should do so later, Nyx. Wink, wink.
Oh, I see.
Yes, we can't give him all the good stuff right at the start here, you know?
Pace ourselves.
Yes.
Too much excitement, you can overperform.
Yes.
No, I've seen this before, stage fright and all that, but...
Yes, exactly. Stage fright.
Right. So this room has a creepy voice in it, some sort of memory happening. I would be more creeped out if I hadn't already been in a room with whispering or specters perhaps within it. But don't know what else to expect here. Clearly, there was a dinner here, and we heard the name Irius and how his magic is incredible and awesome. Great.
We heard more than that too.
That he would bring light back into Barovia.
And we know one of the people who were here.
Yes. But I don't know how that helps us in this moment. Let us proceed more until it seems like hitting some sort of stressful memory and then us trying to deal with it seems to be working.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's continue until he's stressed out more.
You really didn't have to put it like that.
This entire time, Iri has been so fixated on Soul.
So,
Get him. Fuck his memos.
so kill something. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Okay.
Soul is gonna fly up in Aria's face, and then extremely dramatically will fly a little bit above it, raise one of his front legs high above his head, and then do a dive down and do on top of Aria's forehead, and it's the tiniest, gentlest little, push you can feel from it. But he tried his best.
I love Soul.
Strange magic. But good nevertheless.
Yes. We managed to push the lie off of your forehead.
Maybe if
For
we
now.
hit him in the head enough, we can make his head better.
Well, we can also make his head quite worse, so, and right now this is not
Oh, but you
working
leave it
enough,
to
eh?
the professional. I know how to hit it without killing it. I know I got the moves.
I'll keep that in mind with Sorbs, because your power is so devastating. We should only keep it as a last resort.
Yes, the ace in our sleeve.
Martin just pushes him to the pocket, so he won't cause any trouble.
He hangs out, but it's kind of his head is out, and his two front legs are out, dangling underneath the pocket.
I don't.
This is all happening in Hamachi's head.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
No one else experiences it.
Yeah.
Yes, but you see Hamatia's really creepy smile come out just for a second, and then it comes back as pushes Soul down.
Yes. All right. Going across the room,
she just
you
disappeared.
get
She's
to
got
another
power.
door, which we open. Thank you so much, Iridescent Flow. Very kind. Another hallway. This one is long and quite narrow, with two wooden doors along its eastern wall. On the western side, there's a double glass door heading out into the inner courtyard, it seems. So further down the line, another oaken door on that side. What's unusual, though, Nyx, as you step into this hallway, is the door directly to the north. Yes. Because let me get to a handout so you can see how it looks. So handouts MN, and then
What if I stand my ground here?
there we go. Save and show.
Good fucking job, Christian.
That should have
Yeah.
did the thing. It did the thing. Good.
It is the-
There's several planks with thick and wayward iron nails that prevent easy access to this door and whatever lies beyond. And indeed, these are the two double doors that you have just exited from the
Yeah.
dining hall.
I guess because everything looks the same, except this is the first time something looks
Different.
purposefully made and different. Next
Yeah.
will be like look down the hallway first, and then like stop and see this barricaded door, and then says, either there is a door here of which someone wants to prevent people going through, or to prevent something coming out. Either way, this is the first time that anything of this mansion of madness is giving us some signs of,
I'm running in.
well, more than just everything is hunky-dory. I didn't bring a crowbar, but Nix begins to rifle. He'll step onto the other side to let people through, but he'll begin rifling through his bag.
I'm running away now. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Iris just makes it out to the hallway, kind of behind the group, eyeing the bars.
Hey, you guys are
Very
killing your butt.
confused,
She's missing.
pretty scared.
Understandable.
Ooh. Oh. Nix finds something in the bag.
Oh.
Nix finds a metallic thing in the bag that
Oh.
he's been carrying around since Valaki.
Oh my god, wait, what?
Yeah.
A metallic thing from Valaki.
So when they were disarmed, so we're talking
Yeah.
like 50 episodes ago,
Whoa, okay, yeah.
and he produces a metal vice.
Ah, yeah! You took from the blacksmith, right?
From the from the
Pearson?
coffin makers.
Oh, from the coffin makers, yes! Because you didn't have any weapons. Oh, yeah, the ring and the Rosie. Yeah.
God.
The vice is perfect for this.
We're breaking into
yeah.
this bank, bucko.
Exactly. Still with me, skinny blue eyes. And like Nick says, well, maybe this will work. And like goes up to one of the things, and first he listens intently. Come out here.
But I have.
I need you. I need your keen ears. Do you hear anything beyond the other side of this door?
I have a DD.
Anything scratching? Anything, grunting, snarling? I don't want to hear the snarling sounds, but if there's snarling sounds, I want to know.
Okay, I shall put my ears to the door.
This one.
It's just, you were
Yes,
direct
to the
location.
door.
Yeah.
And I'll go like all. If I can listen in.
Again.
Okay,
I will listen in too.
perception intelligence for both of you, thank you.
Perception intelligence.
It's okay, I'm running.
Nix only hears the heart.
Oh! You're so
I
fast!
hear a heartbeat.
Soul fills up your ears with his karate moves that he's still practicing.
Oh my god, he's spamming me.
Is
Doxing
hearing
me.
anything?
And
No, I don't hear a
Oh.
single thing.
no, nothing.
It's complete and utter silence and bliss for me, and you see what Monty looks a bit annoyed.
I don't think we want to
Right,
fight.
so
too
Nix
much
like grabs the vice and like screws it down so the
Into-
clamps are
into
near each other, so he
exorcism?
can
We
like
just wait.
put it on the other side of the planks, and puts it in a way so he can just extend the vice. So the vice's screwing mechanism forces the planks away from like how they've been nailed in. As like a
Smart. Smart.
inverse crowbar kind of deal.
Yeah, that lowers the DV a lot,
Guys?
but it's still
Poison?
a brawn check.
Exorcism is ending? He missed his fucking thing?
Run check. Okay, a screw check. He's better at that.
Yeah. Roll to screw.
As I'm doing this, like I'm feeling it get tenser. I'm like, come on, Nix. Illyria's watching.
There's so many fucking shadow enemies. Every single one?
All right. Let's see
this
how
works.
well you can screw.
Nix can do
that
it
must
so
be a
well
new thing.
with an 8.
Dude, holy shit. What's he thinking, boy?
Oh, but
God,
this
he's
is
good.
advantage with you load the DV. Okay, fair enough. It's not with advantage.
Yes, you still do it, but it's a slow process. There's sweat in your forehead, and you cannot hide these grunts of like, you know, yeah. It's a slow and painful.
Screw it! Screw it tight! It was a tight one. It was so tight.
Yeah.
Arius is absolutely amazed at this showcase of brawn. Holy shit!
You know what? You know what? Just for funsies, make me a brawn. Let's make a brawn check with deception. Bronze deception.
Deception?
Yeah, brawn deception.
Right. That's
We
hard.
had two
Okay.
powers versus rhythms, so-
Plus proficiency, so it's actually gonna be a plus roll, which is interesting.
Yeah, because you're so good at deceiving, yeah?
So is my proficiency minus 1, so it'll be a plus 2.
I'm not a bottle.
Let's go.
Wow!
Okay.
11. No, sadly, nothing happens. I wanted to see if Arius was inspired by your muscles.
No.
Okay, we do have a certain big bird that might be able to.
No, I'll get it. You know, sometimes it just takes a little effort. You know.
Yes. Maybe you should do some stretches first.
No. I'm used to this kind of movement. Just give me a minute, jeez.
You spend 5 minutes awkwardly listening to Nix. But eventually, with one last screw, you know, you might get blister on the hand that you know that you're using tomorrow, but the last plank
Or they wait
is
for
off.
exorcism.
Never do it. Easy. No.
What an effortless display, Nix.
I know. I felt it like I had it, and it's all about the matter of perseverance, you know, Hamatir. If it doesn't happen
Yes.
just organically, just keep trying. Keep trying.
Yes, you are the master of prying. You should be known as Nix Kroba of the Vistani.
Those werewolves made a good choice in running away from you. You are strong.
Actually, do you need some help?
Just have to catch my breath. There's a lot of wrist work. More than I'm used to.
He tries to poison, I think. Yeah.
Nick like takes one of the scarves off his tail and mops his brow.
Right, just get that big tower.
Yes.
I mean, I can try to take over if you want.
Yeah. Door's open.
Yeah, there's nothing impeding your way anymore now. There's just a handle.
Like Nick's like
Get a handle
gestures
on
for
it.
them to go forward as like he takes the back seat and like his chest like rising and falling in rapid succession. He's like
Hand on your knees kind of deal, yeah.
he takes his like water skin like
Yeah.
recovery time. So when it comes to brawn, I get Nix's feeling like okay, a lot of effort exerted over a period of time. If you're unfit, you just like take longer to
True.
recover. So.
It also depends upon your VIT score, but yeah.
Sure. Well, he's got a plus fit score, but anyway.
Arius looks up to Nyx. There may not be any monster windows or doorways, but planks. Monster planks. You did good.
I took them down like they were planks on a wall.
Arius looks towards the door. Just,
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting I have bots. Dude, I'm not
Sorry.
used to having bots.
I'm serious, GM. Yes?
Like an item I never go for.
Ilira, will you open the door?
Yes. She's gonna open the door while Nyx, who definitely got this, catches his breath.
The door is unlocked,
I got 10 seconds on my TP here.
The door creaks open to reveal a dismal bedroom beyond, with barred up windows and dust everywhere. There's an austere bed in a corner. There's a cabinet, a wardrobe, and a desk with pieces of paper lying on it. The mansion so far has been pretty worn down, but this room is in a different category of decay. Worst of all, there's a clear, ominous feeling radiating from this space.
I want my shard. Might be worth bongoing here.
Yes.
Illyria?
Illyria is gonna take a step inside and sort of have a look around.
Alright. Anything particular you wanna check out? You got that bed. You got the desk with the papers. You got the wardrobe.
Let's
There's the
start
cabinet.
with the desk. Let's start with the desk.
Absolutely. There's a pile of parchment here with neat text written on it by two different handwriting styles. But no matter how hard you squint or try to focus on the text, most of it remains blurred to you, as if you're in dire need of glasses to make the text stop dancing and become sharp and readable for you. All except for the uppermost piece of paper, where the text is clear as day for you. Do you want to read?
If they overstep, we kill them,
Yes.
but other than that,
Read
we
it.
don't read.
Then
Oh, fuck, I have my bottle in my backpack.
handouts MN, and then 1 second, and I will add you to note in barred room.
Ooh, I'm dead.
Do you want to read out loud to the people in the hallway?
Yes. There it is. Hello, Skiria. Today we reach well over a year of the both of us writing to you. We have no doubt that you've gotten to read every single one of our letters, which has brought us a lot of peace. We've recently come back from an expedition to the Domokan archipelago, experiencing unspoken horrors from this madhouse. In there we found 2 children who we made a promise to. We promised to set them free and allow them to move on from the horrors they had experienced. They were lingering ghosts, seemingly experiencing the torment of their death every day. The good news is that it ended happily and we helped them move on, or so we hope. As we finally made it back home, it has given us time to reflect and think upon what happened. When she reads out that paragraph, she kind of just looks over towards Nyx.
Nyx is standing there in the doorway, hearing Illyria's voice, and I guess just with bated breath, waits for her to continue.
Skiria, we worry that in a twisted way we're doing the same to you, not letting you pass on probably, not letting you go to where you have to be. As we built this room for you, we had hoped that it would help us recover from your loss and help strengthen the bond we have to you. We realize now that those were all excuses for ourselves to recover from this loss. This will be our last letter we'll leave for you. We want you to experience peace, and as long as we chain our memories of you down to this place, we truly don't believe that neither of you nor us can experience that peace. We will always be 3 birds of the same feather. Love you, always. Joseph Shaw and Iris Stormlight.
Arias is halfway in the room, listening in, just kind of a little bit ahead of the doorway. at the sign-off, you will notice that his expression seems to kind of dampen and become a little bit sad. Kind of caught in a stage of deep thought, murmuring a little bit, not really saying anything.
You were in a house with children in it. I can't imagine you remembering anything to do with that, but hearing the name Irius earlier and seeing or hearing that you signed off on this letter, I can only conclude that you shared the same experience as we did, but only you did this. Well, I don't know if this is real or not. This mansion of madness is just... Is it a dream? Is it just filled with things that you just remember, dream or not? No one can say, but you share a memory, however you got it. You share it with Illyria, and gestures towards Illyria, and I. There is kindred. There is something we share here, and there is a lot to unpack here, because we thought we were the only two. And the third comes along out of nowhere. A scared little dwarf running away from werewolves. With ties to the Protectorate. Ties to Illyria. And you sign it with another called Joseph. Who is this Joseph?
You're from... If you are Iris, then you're Stormlight, that's your family, then.
Stormlight. Irius.
Why can't I fucking remember this shit?
Irius sort of chuckles a little bit at that expression. I know how you feel. That children, madhouses, werewolves, Barovia, Irius Stormlight, and Joseph Shaw. None of them. Nothing. All empty. I only have a faint little prick of a needle every time anything of this nature is spoken about. Maybe we can keep the letter for later.
But you do feel something, right? It's not like it's all gone. It's not empty.
Anger, sadness, frustration. Something.
Maybe we can focus on the something, right? If you feel something, then it's not empty. If we can focus on this, perhaps we can find more.
Right, find more.
Can you try and focus on it?
Just 1 second here. Do you feel that these memories are almost there, within reach, but somehow missing? Is that how...
Oh, shit!
Irius looks up to you and gives a very faint nod. The thing is, the feelings. I don't even know if I am Irius, if I am of the Protectorate, if I'm a dwarf, if this is mine. I don't know. Their feelings. It could all be wrong.
Well,
we
you
have...
are a dwarf, that's for sure.
We have experience with this too, Irius. In fact, we dealt with this somewhat recently. And
Yes, we have.
we have something that might aid you, at least in breaching that border to reach beyond the mist within your mind, and maybe it will help you remember. Nyx once
Alright.
again fishes into the bag
You clever bitch.
and pulls out a vial
That's very cocky of her, honestly.
Of
Oh.
magic pool water.
of magic pool water.
I didn't know this would come back and bite me in their ass, but okay. Let's go for it.
Fight me, coward!
And it looks like a super clear, like hyper filtrated distilled water in like a glass vial with a slight pale blue kind of tone to it.
This will help me bridge the gap.
One can hope.
It might, but it helped. It helped us with restoring lost memories.
You may feel a certain clarity whilst it's happening.
And it might be difficult to remember so much.
But all of us are here with you, and whatever comes, we'll know how to handle it.
Hesitant, scared, stressed out, but in the midst of these news, there's a certain sparkle in his eyes, and he looks towards the group. All right. Yeah. Anything to try.
At the very least, it will hydrate you. And Nyx hands it over to Irius, the now known Irius.
I mean, we kind of suspect he is Arius.
Yeah, I mean, you did have some meta knowledge, but yeah.
Yes.
Mother of God!
But okay.
He hesitantly reaches his hand out, accepts the potion to drink, the vial. He looks towards Nyx as he's the one giving it to him, and gives him a very intense look of, okay, here we go. Removes the cork. Thank you. All right. If this works, I owe you everything. And he just downs it down, very sloppily, a little bit, comes down his lip, and he downs the bottle.
It's the tastiest water you have ever had, and I mean that says a lot for you who've just had like spring water, like stream water, these last couple of years. It's cool.
I like how
It's mineral rich. But as it leaves your mouth and pulls into your stomach, there's instead it shifts temperature. It becomes warm,
Easy dog
like almost
Easy dog.
like a hefty glass of alcohol on a cold winter day. That kind of radiating, comforting heat
I'm out of
from
mana.
within.
What a fucking bitch.
And there
We're
is
being solo
a
up there.
tremble that moves up your spine, and as it travels up into your neck, your whole body does this involuntary kind of shiver, a violent shiver. Then it attacks your brain, and there is a shockwave of cold energy just raking through your brain. It's almost like, you have ice cream and you get freeze brain for a second. It diminishes, and it still remains there,
where would the
trying to
bone
work
go?
its way, like swelling over your head from the forehead to the back of your head, kind of going back and forth, this energy. Suddenly, everybody can clearly see
Sag back.
apparating out of nothing. There is this arcane swirling blue energy bubble that appear around Iris. Coptic runes in a circle suddenly alight on the floor in a like spiraling motion, and then floating in the air there's 4 nodes of light. One of dark red, one of dark blue, one of brilliant green, and one of bright orange. Out of them shoots these beam of blue energy impacting the bubble, calming it down. The movement slows. And then these nodes of 4 different lights starts to tremble in place. Brighter, almost gone, brighter, almost gone, brighter, almost gone, until the motion settles and they remain alit. The cold flow in your brain dissipates, falls back into your stomach areas, settles, and then fades into nothing as whatever this light display, hypnotizing and very surprising, it also fades from you.
Oh, we have 2 nullifiers on it.
And you will heal some stress damage, but otherwise you feel normal.
As he looks up, he kind of sort of tries to find support at the desk, kind of leaning up against it.
You
And
still
he
don't
looks
remember.
around. Sorry?
You still don't remember.
He looks around up in towards the ceiling, almost like his eyes are looking for something. He kind of locks eyes with Nyx.
Let's go,
ask
bitch.
me something. Ask me something.
Where are we? Look around. Anything trigger your memory? It seems very personal.
He makes it over to the table in front of it. He shuffles through all the papers. Just looks through, kind of frantically, but still not trying to tear them.
They're blurry. You can't see anything. What is this?
Oh, that won't work. That won't work. He goes over to the wardrobe, opens it up. Any clothes, any article of anything, just tries to take it out and see if there's anything at all.
What is this? Clothes for a girl? I'm not even a girl. What the fuck?
No. He'll go over to the cupboard, the white cupboard, open everything, go flicker through the books, just anything.
There's nothing. It's nothing inside. There's just a little silver jewelry piece on top of the cabinet. Just frustratingly little.
And he takes one of the cupboards open, you hear a giant slam. He closes it. Come on. Nothing. Nothing at all. He looks towards the group. This light, is that only something he sees, or is it visible to everybody?
It was visible for everybody, but as the effects of the potion died down, it disappeared
Or
as
do you
well.
mean this light? Do you mean the lights on the bed, or?
No, there are 4 lights
yeah.
of different
I
colors.
think I think we all saw that.
Yeah, all of
Yeah. His very excitable and sort of pumped up energy dissipates as he looks towards Nyx particularly, but kind of eyes over the group. Nothing at all.
Who's Joseph?
I don't know.
Who's Joseph?
I don't know.
Your
who
name
Joseph
is on the letter with Joseph. Who's Joseph, Arius?
Wait, Nyx, no shouting.
Stress him out.
Why are you doing to stress him out for?
We have to stress him out so we can heal him.
Ribbit.
He immediately, hearing that, he's not focusing on you anymore.
We're gonna piece together your memories.
Do we hear the frog?
Yeah, you do. It seems to be coming from underneath the bed.
I am putting rocks on ground.
Wait,
Oh.
shh.
Let's go.
What's the noise?
How many
It's coming from under the bed.
I don't know.
Arius raises his hand with his soul mark on it,
Okay.
seemingly preparing to make some sort of attack.
Drugs.
Oh shit.
Any users.
He approaches slowly.
Dang. That's how you bag people with.
What? You follow me. You follow me all the way here. I'll kill you like I killed the rest. He,
Wait, wait, so, do you detect lies here? Don't wiggle, so. Don't wiggle.
But if
Don't wiggle.
if I had the wiggles, would I do that?
You think of killing Nix.
Oh yeah, that hits the spot.
Good job. And she gives him a little scratch. You see, soul is not wiggling, which means we don't have any Vox memos here.
Ribbit.
Perhaps it is a different species of Vox.
Ribbit.
hearing almost his conscience is sort of fighting back and forth with listening to Amathi and listening after Ribbit, but purely instinctually, as he hears the last one, he drops down to sort of his knee, tucks his head, and looks under the bed.
Make
Ready
me
to
a
fire at whatever he
stress
sees.
check.
You got this.
He's I can't
Stress
see
him
that.
out.
I can't see this right now. What is his stress currently at? Because he healed 2, so this might turn the tide.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's currently at 10.
All right, minus that with 2, so he's
No,
gonna
yeah, so
roll.
12. He was at 12, so it's 10. No.
Oh, I see. Never mind. In that case, we're rolling normally.
You might make it. Let's see. Might. No, you don't. DV is pretty mean. Leaning down, you indeed see a lonely green frog sitting in the shadows underneath the bed. It ribbles again at you, then open its mouth wide. Instead of frog noises, the sound of a quite young girl comes out instead. There is rapid breathing. There is interjecting quick screams and heavy sobs. This kind of sobs where there's snot coming out of your nose. There's also sounds of footprints, of footfalls running. The sound of foliage hitting something. A horrible scream of pain. Something tumbling over. More sobbing. Another impact scream. There's pleading now. Then gurgling. You hear the snarl of some kind of creature. The sound of flesh being ripped. Even eaten. Yes, something is definitely eating something juicy. The voice of the girl comes back, whispering, "Arius, Joseph, please save me." And then she goes silent as the sound of crunching, ripping, and eating resumes.
As the crunch continues, Arius already being in that fighting stance, already as tense as he is. Let's see. What can he do? Hold on. He will just, on a whim, almost accidentally, just shoot 2 force blasts at the bed, trying to annihilate whatever's making that horrible sound.
The frog scatters into a mush of blood and frog flesh, and the sound mercifully stops.
Whoa! You're right, that was quite an overreaction.
Overreaction?
Vox memos. Everywhere. Every day. Everywhere I go. They all get the same treatment. Every single one of them. They don't differ from one another. He stands up. Where were we?
Right. So, this is clearly a child's bedroom, whom you don't remember, who obliterated a creature under a bed. Anything you want to mention?
I didn't hear the sound of any child. Just a Vox memo. They're 1 in a million. He stands up. He's clearly affected by what just happened. He is lying for his fucking teeth.
I mean, that's oddly specific.
No, I... Whatever that noise was. Maybe I knew who that was. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Nyx will squint his eyes at Irius, and just to make sure, he's just going to do a round about the room to see if anything stands out to him that looks out of place or has symbolism, because he just saw this light show when he drank the water, similar to that of that energy orb that they saw before in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And from an arcane perspective, has there been, I mean, Nyx is fairly strong in magic now, but would he know anything of arcane memory locks?
Mm.
Like those orbs could correlate to keys, and we have to find 4 different keys or 4 different memory unlocks to release his memory.
Make me cunning occult. Do you know what? As you roll that, and Martia is already BRB, let's do a quick break here. Let's do the quickest of breaks. I'm just gonna go and get some water, run to the toilet if you have to, Lucille. Yeah. And we will be back and continue, because, oh my god, I want to play as much as possible. So okay. I'll be right back.
Whew. Oh my god. You guys are doing so great. Yeah. Oh man. You know, if there's anything I learned from this experience is that I'll never willfully play a character that, besides Aries, that don't know anything. Oh my god.
Yeah, I played a character like that before where he
tough.
It's so tough because he was a druid that grew up in isolation in a forest prison, and he somehow managed to escape and stumbled upon the party in his first ever town. He didn't know anything about money. He didn't know anything about like local history or like how things work. It was such a chore.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like trying to balance it so it's not always a chore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got
at some point I just like
loving it.
My character goes to the library for like 5 days and just learns shit.
Just lives in there full time now.
Yeah, it's like, wait, there was war?
Hello. I'm back.
Hello. You enjoying the first half?
Yes. I worked so hard. Bowie has worked so hard.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's so cool to see all of this come to life. I did not
Yeah.
expect that bottle of water. That is crazy cool.
Okay. I'm back and ready. Pails have been
So am I.
consumed.
Think it's Cookie oh, unless not.
Cookie? Our cookie back? No, okay, we're still waiting a cookie. Hey Mo, I don't know, if I started hearing a little child scream as she's being eaten alive, I would perhaps also not politely listen. But that might just be me. It might be a me thing.
Just doing too good of a job explaining it. Have to listen to the children dying horribly.
I mean, you know, that's just another day in Barovia, really.
Yeah. It's always cloudy in Barovia.
Just a tour guide, and on your left, you will see.
More miss! Wow!
To your right, you can see the local hag kidnapping children.
You know, Nix, if the whole saving Barovia doesn't work out, just turn to your Vistani ways and start like a tour guide.
Oh my god. Oh wait, are we in a break?
Yeah, we were, but
we're
now that
waiting
you're
for you.
back,
Now we're
that
not
you're back,
anymore.
now we're not a break.
Okay. We're not in a break. Be serious.
Yes,
This is serious time.
we returning now into character. Nix.
Yeah.
I mean, there are spells like Modify Memory that you are keenly aware of. This is for sure on a completely different level, whatever is going on here. And the water had no problem washing away Modified Memory. And other such mental effects you had. Yet clearly something here fought against it. You're not entirely sure of the mechanism here, but for a second there, when you observed what happened, you couldn't help to think to yourself that those concentrated like balls of light, that they were for a second quite soul-like.
That's what he was thinking. Like it seemed constructed, put there on purpose. And as Nyx like has this dawn on him, he like turns to Irius and says, "You're a strong mage. We've all seen it. You literally blew apart those armor pieces and that massive kaboom outside before we were in this mansion of madness. It's very clear you are skilled. If anything, that voice within the dining room confirmed it. But you don't imprison a person of your power behind stone walls. You just simply blow them apart. You trap them within their mind. I have a feeling that someone who really doesn't like you, someone has done something to you. I don't know exactly what, but someone very strong, maybe stronger than you. I suppose it would have to be to contain you. And if you're already that strong, then we're talking someone with some serious skill.
Does Bexxy, does Irius in his current state have any sort of gauge of how long he's been in Barovia?
Well, you would be able to count seasons. The seasons are pretty depressing in Barovia, as in, like, spring is slightly warmer than winter. Summer is slightly warmer than the spring. Autumn is slightly more stormy and a little bit colder, and winter is just miserable. So yes, you have like, how many seasons have passed for you? It's like 10 or 11.
Holy fucking moly.
Sorry, say that last part again.
10 or 11 seasons probably has about passed for you.
Listening to Nyx, Nyx, you would easily be able to observe that saying what Nyx is saying, Arius...
Would be more than that.
Sure.
14 or 15, I mean. Yeah.
Okay. Arius picks up on certain things you're saying, sort of nodding along, and there are other things where he goes a little bit more blank. I've been in Barovia for a long time. Running, hiding. Nobody has been able to catch me. No one. He, you see him visibly sort of looking at his hands, counting, a bit like a toddler. So, 1. I've been in Barovia for... let's see, 13, 14. 14. He looks up. The seasons are difficult to gauge. 14. 14 seasons I've been wandering Barovia. No one has been able to catch me. Not a Vox Memo. Not a werewolf. Not a vampire. No one.
Someone did.
Nyx, Illyria, make me an intelligence check. Both of you.
Who do we know who is more powerful than this mofo? 16.
16. Ginny.
Chocolate milk.
Int.
Julie is on mute.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's rolling the dice. I think my internet's
There we go.
fit. There we go.
There have been some clues that have been brewing in the back of your head for some time now. And the picture and the suspicions are starting to become clearer. Nyx, you remember, as does Illyria, back at Sirpool. I think it was it Ion or was it, I think Floor was the one who told the story of the traveling small and stubborn wizard that came to Barovia almost 4 years ago. Who visited the Seer Pool and then challenged Strahd, and upon the Seer Pool bridge, Floor claims that she saw the wizard fall in the battle and disappear into the waterfall below. Illyria, you remember even further back than that, like a month ago now, when you were talking with Father Donovich at the dilapidated church, as Duro was screaming from the basement below. He explained that his son came back a monster after the wizard who came almost 4 years ago riled up the townsfolk into a rebellious fury and marched with them to the castle to kill the devil. And Durer was the only one who came back alive. But he came back changed.
Well, yeah. If like it dawns on us both, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, you've tangled with the devil and you managed to survive. That in itself is a feat. But what has happened to you is, well, I've sampled some of this power before, but not to this level. You, my friend, are sought after by the lord of this land, no doubt. Or maybe he enjoys your wanderings as a way of cursing you for even attempting to take his life. That is what happened.
I don't know what you talk about.
Does the name Drad von Sarovich ring any of those bells?
Oh no.
No.
We have good reason to believe that you're someone who challenged him.
That name doesn't... He's catching himself and his words, clearly breathing a little bit heavy. No, I'm not sure. No, I don't know who that is.
I don't think there's a point in bringing up anything until we figure out whatever this place wants us to do.
There's a lot of emotions going on here, a lot of confusion. It's a bit hard to, like, untie this Gordian knot, Nyx.
I say we keep on moving around the house. Maybe there's something more that can trigger a memory, but clearly we're dealing with a magical issue. I don't have any abilities to dispel anything that's on him. Going to have to deal with this ourselves.
We can't do anything but move on.
Let's see if there's another room that takes us down memory lane.
Yes. All right. I'm with you.
Nyx will start thinking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be looking out now for symbolism within the rooms that might correlate with what he went through, his experience with Strahd, and messing with his memory. As he was constantly challenged by Asphodel and Illyria. Like, why don't you remember? How could you just give this all up? And him trying to remember after Asphodel, berating him for being a coward and weak to ask Strahd to wipe his memory because he couldn't deal with the grief.
Yeah.
And then trying to recall that information and the fog that he went through trying to do so.
Yeah. It's a little bit eerie, being the one now that is looking out from the outside, from the other side of the problem.
He'll take solace in the fact that the water cleared his memory. So clearly Strahd had more issue with him, with the Irius.
Okay, so what are we doing?
There's a door here, I think.
Yes, indeed there is.
Need to reload. It's grey for me.
It is?
I don't know, is it grey for anyone else, or does everyone see stuff?
I can see a bathroom.
I can see stuff.
Maybe
The
now
map isn't loaded for me.
the... Maybe?
What?
No.
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 No, it's like I can see the lighting, I just can't see the underground
Okay.
underlying layer.
But
Oh, it's like gray.
It's grey, yeah. Looks like it hasn't loaded in.
I can see it. I
It's
can see it.
funny
I can
for
see
me.
it.
I'll just use the stream.
A bathroom is before you, comparatively austere but private. Rug underneath the tub keeps the floor from getting wet, and the shelf is filled with various jars and urns for whatever hygienic purposes you might have. Water suddenly splashes over the tub's edge.
Flashes over the top's edge, like someone's in it.
Mhm.
Oh god, why you do this?
How about we just close the
No.
door?
Memory had to be found. Nick steps inside, like almost
Maybe.
startled by this fact, and say, like, maybe someone's drowning.
Maybe
Alright.
someone is having a good time bathing, and we don't want to disturb him like a bunch of perverts, you know?
Do we see anybody in the tub?
Well, it depends. Arius, make me a stress check.
It's like in the doorway. It's like,
It's
listen, I was
naked.
raised in a Christian household.
I've
Please,
uploaded it.
no. Dude, those are the only rolls I can't make.
Why?
Alright.
So shitty.
Do better.
The dice have spoken. Shooting out from underneath the water surface is the face of a late teenager to maybe at most a young adult male. His somewhat curly hazel brown hair is slicked back from his face. His features are gaunt and bony, and his pale gray eyes are filled with fear and agony. He locks eyes with Arius in between your forms where he stands in the doorway. A small gash suddenly appears in the center of his chest, and a small trickle of blood escapes that starts to roll down his ivory skin. I was like a child, Arius. Nix, Bilaria, you recognize this as a somewhat younger looking duo. The gash grows, widens, lengthens. A small waterfall of blood stains the clear water of the tub red. I didn't know any better. The gash opens up further, spanning the length of his upper torso diagonally. Flesh rips, curls back, reveals his beating heart and expanding sacs of lungs to your vision. Why did you march us all to our death? As weak, gullible peasants. Tell me, did you use the sacrifice of our lives well? What did you achieve with our deaths? Now the inner organs are cut into, his lungs collapse, his heart cut in twain, creating a sudden explosion of blood from the pressure, raining down blood all over the floors and even some droplets on the faces of the people standing here in the bathroom. The young man's face had been calm and collected this whole time, but now it twists, panic and pain. I wasn't ready to die. I don't want to die. You need to save me. Please, why did you kill me? From underneath the surface of the water now, arms suddenly appear that hold onto him. Even his wound grab onto him with this almost pulsating grips, and they pull him slowly underneath the water as he attempts to struggle and escape. But no matter what he does, when his screaming face disappears underneath the water, the vision fades and there's nothing there anymore.
Immediately, Arius runs in and tries to dip his hands and arm into the water, trying to grasp at anything down there. No. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It's wrong. He's trying to grasp at anything, see if he can find something.
No, it's just clear water now. Cold. Not a single droplet of blood.
It's all wrong. It's all wrong. He stands up immediately, looking towards the group. I wouldn't kill somebody, march somebody to their own deaths.
Calm down. It's this place playing tricks on you.
It's lies. It's lies. I wouldn't.
We need you with us, and we need you calm.
You'd only stay so calm. You'd only stay so calm and this and that.
You don't have to stay calm. I know I wouldn't stay calm if I was in your position.
They all know me. But I don't know them. They say me, I took away their lives, but how could I possibly?
Lyria just kind of looks over towards Nyx and doesn't really say anything.
Nyx shares her gaze and looks kind of sadly down at Irius and his state and says, "Ignorance is bliss sometimes." Come, there is nothing more to be had in this room except for more heartache and more pain. There are other rooms.
Are you fine to move on?
He looking down, kind of swinging the water off his hands, stands up and just keeps looking down, walks forward, doesn't say anything. Killer, not me. I wouldn't.
Martia shares a really sad gaze to Lyria.
Lyria just kind of like keep back Martia a little bit and just kind of whisper to her when Iris can't hear. It's like, I'll explain later.
You know this person?
I don't, but I think I've heard of him.
Good things, I hope.
She just shakes her head a little.
Oh, darn it.
But not bad per se.
Yeah, I'm beginning to doubt the intelligence of the decision of jumping here.
Maybe. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, you wanted it, now we're here, so let's see it
I
through.
want to help him, and
Yeah, helping people is a noble goal. There are some people that are just beyond our help.
Lyria will kind of like lean very close towards Samardia and is like just kind of whisper to her and is like, "We think he's the wizard who went against Strahd 4 years ago."
Oh, would I, as a confidant of Eghag's daughter, would I be aware of a certain wizard rebellion 4 years ago?
There is a chance. Let's do an intelligence check.
Okay, let's do an intelligence, just pure intelligence.
Yes. Let's snort it up.
Oh, fuck you.
16.
16. Yeah, Morgantha was incredibly grumpy about 4 years ago, claiming that there had been some kind of peasant uprising against Rod, but she wouldn't really go into who and or why. But yeah, you heard it happening.
Oh, it's that guy. Wait, what? Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, caused quite a hassle back in the day.
And I don't think we should bring that fact up yet.
So, I want to ask you, if right now he's on the precipice between being beyond our help and perhaps being a bit responsive, let's say we get out of here, and this is the same guy that was an enormous pain in the butt for Mother Dearest. What do you want to do with him?
Ask him to join us.
And you think that would be a beneficial addition to our merry little band? Do you think?
You've seen what he can do with magic.
That's what is carrying me, that I've seen what he can do with magic, and I am afraid of the hand that wields the blade.
I hope that if we solve this, he's gonna be more stable. And I wanna help. He is from the Protectorate after all, even if I can't for the life of me remember him. I must have heard of him. Hell, maybe I even met him. I just never paid attention to all of that shit. I didn't think I needed to.
Oh, and you didn't. I mean, what are the chances? And yeah, I am going on this little parade purely based on my trust in you. And logically speaking, I believe this is by far the dumbest move we've ever done. But I trust you. So let's try and think of ways we can keep our little dwarf from not losing his mind completely, and perhaps we can make it for alive.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what friends do. Marta will continue walking forward.
Illyria just kind of like stands there with like a smile, like she just admitted we're friends.
That's so cute. All right, Nick. In the meantime, do you open this door?
I do.
Well-stocked kitchen containing a large oven, enough cooking utensils to feed an army. It's quite tidy and organized, with aprons neatly racked, plates stacked to perfection, and cutlery begging to be used. There's a steep wooden staircase heading down towards a metal door to the east, and the only thing that is out of place is a piece of parchment on the kitchen island in the middle.
Okay. Next, we'll tentatively step in and, as Iris is probably still reeling from, murder boy in the bathtub. I'm currently stuck in the invisible wall.
Oh.
Now I'm free, and we'll go and look over to the paper.
Absolutely. Handouts, MN, and revealed to you now should be note in kitchen.
Are you supposed to see this in handouts, MN?
Yeah, I see
for
it.
now, only Adrian.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes perfect sense.
I clearly picked up a piece of paper and I'm reading it since I can read it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read though?
Yeah, you can.
Nice.
Sorry.
Wow.
So sassy.
Says the player playing Illyria of all people.
As they come in, Nix will like pre-read it and to find that it's hopefully not to be too scarring for the dear dwarf. He rereads it for the benefit of the audience and to the party entering the kitchen.
Is it?
Bless
Jeez, a
Bless
triple
you
bless.
again.
It's dusty in the kitchen. I get it.
It adds flavor to the soup. Don't worry.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, here, so he reads out. Is Cyril. I understand that you think everything pops out of thin air in this place because it's quote unquote not real. But our supply of cured meats are very much real and very much limited. If I hear from another servant that you've been snooping about this kitchen, stealing for your personal stash of delectable meats, I will take it all, put it in a barrel, seal it tight, and dig a hole to throw it in so you can never find it again. On behalf of us all, but particularly me, Kaithor. 2 more names. These names match the coat hooks down in the entrance.
Sitting on the table beside it, there is a little pouch that is opened, and there's some jerky bits that are kind of like a little bit outside of the pouch and is clearly filled with more. But there's also something glinting of blue inside that little jerky pouch.
I'll take a look. Catches my eye.
It's a tiny marble of a brilliant blue light.
I look at it intensely.
Mm-hmm. Do you pick it up?
I do.
Alrighto. It's kind of strange. The feeling washing over you is kind of the same as, almost the same as if you had drank a potion of the pool of St. Macovia, but it's so much smaller. Like, it's a tiny, tiny little spark of that kind of feeling that you got from imbibing the sacred pool. And it tells you exactly what it does and what it's meant to do.
Oh, okay.
And at the same time, when this knowledge reaches your brain, there's this tiny little sliver of blue energy that escapes from it and then heads towards the door and then takes a sharp turn towards the south.
So we follow the light. Let's go follow the light.
Follow the light. I think I kind of know what this is. I look to Arius, and I say, "Follow the light. There is hope."
Follow the light. There's hope. Follow the light. There's hope.
Follow the light. There is hope.
Follows
Follow
the
the light. There is hope. Let's go.
Chase the light. It's a firefly.
Invisible barrier!
Cannot escape. Okay, escape.
I will put in your inventory a tiny marble of hope.
A marble of hope. Tiny marble of hope. Yep. Got it. I will save it for when Arius has a mental breakdown.
Indeed. That sliver of blue light fades away into nothing, but it was clearly, when you saw it, it was pointing towards the south.
Okay, should we open the door? Hopeful door. Hopeful door. Okay, here we go. I shall open this one. If I die, You don't get my stuff. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Amatya will very gingerly open the door and just whisper, please be a good thing, please be a good thing, be a good thing, damn it. And she will open the door.
All right. You open the door and you realize that you're back inside of the main hall, just from another viewpoint.
Oh.
You're
That's not
currently
helpful.
over here.
Okay, so this is not a material place. Amatya will open the door again.
Oh my god.
On the right.
I mean, the door remains open, and you look into that hallway that is leads towards the barred room on the other side and the dining hall. You just circled back into the main hall.
We just did a loop round.
Mhm.
Did we see the light?
No.
No
Dissipated.
light.
Maybe
Nix looks
we
for the
went to
light.
the other door.
Scanner, find the light.
We had enough.
Find the light. Find the light.
Wait, we had another door there, right?
There was
I
a door
think
like
Maybe
here.
we only know it wanted us to go to the south, right? Well, what if it wanted us to check out those statues?
Perhaps, or it could have gone up the stairs. We haven't been upstairs yet.
Hmm.
You can see it here. I recommend we go upstairs.
Maybe.
Just to show you what you look into, another dining room with dust dancing in the light coming from the windows. There's the table is pretty cluttered. Here we are. Cluttered with an assortment of various tools used in cartography. Next. Like maps, books, measuring tools, compasses. Haphazardly among them are bowls of fruit, decanters, and glasses and mugs, some empty, some full, some half empty, of various drinks. The only visitor, indeed, in this dining hall is the dust dancing in the air.
I'll just like briefly go over, see like if there's anything that stands out to me. I'm wary of books at this point in time, but the maps themselves, anything new, makes itself known. You know, you just saw the globe in the other room, so
approaching the table again, voices from the past suddenly apparates in the air. There's these lowered voices of serious tones, and some are masculine, some feminine, and then you can clearly hear on top of it all a serious female voice going, "Master Dwarf, this seems dangerous. Are you sure about this?" There's a silent pause before Iria's voice rings out. Clearer and a little bit less distressed than what you're used to. "With you by my side, I'm sure things will work out. Besides, I think this is worth it." Other muffled voices join in on the conversation, but then together they fade, and after a moment it's silent again.
I guess I'm kind of getting used to these sounds, but I guess I look towards Zirius, see if he heard these.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely heard it, of course. Just kind of looking towards the table, and that was me. That was my voice talking.
You've been here before. You're surrounded by people that seem to like you.
Right. People, that's...
You
So
weren't
this is-
alone.
Not alone. This is the right place. All right. This is the right place. Good. I don't remember any of the voices besides my own.
No. This mansion holds your memories. We are walking amongst them. They are fragmented now, but rest assured that they will become orderly soon enough.
I'm sure of it. Yeah, of course. That's why we're here. Thank you. Thank you.
Still, that blue light eludes me. I would suggest we go upstairs. I mean, there's a whole floor up there, and didn't we see someone from outside earlier?
We did,
Yes.
yeah.
Follow the blue light. Follow the blue light. Follow the blue light. He follows next very enthusiastic.
Blue
I
skies,
am not
blue
blue
light.
Even though we don't see the light anymore.
Nix heads up the staircase and I guess stops at the top to see the portrait.
There we go. Still no vision, Hamartia?
No vision around here, yes.
Alright, I will fix that. Martia stop, Martia out. Vision. Yeah. You remember the painting. Indeed, it's large. It's exquisite. It's a masterpiece. From just looking at the expertly made strokes. The tiny details when you lean in, but just how the massive emotion you get from just looking at it when you take a step back and all those tiny details disappear from your sight. There's a clear mood shift in this painting. The right hand side is dominated by lush green fields underneath a blue summer sky, invoking clear feelings of joy and youth. On the left-hand side, it instead depicts a deep and dark forest with looming dark gray clouds above it, lending a feeling of fear and trepidation. At the entrance of the forest, your eyes are drawn to multiple sets of shining red eyes with black pupils glowing from within the shadow of the outline of the forest. And as you lean in to inspect it further, those eyes clearly move, react, and follow you with their gaze as you lean in and out.
That's not good at all.
Aries? Stress check.
Wait, me, Arius? Or like... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whose brain are we in right now? There you go!
Finally!
What do I see?
The light has hope.
The shining red eyes suddenly in an instant disappear as a small monocolored black figure of a small humanoid runs out of the woods and up this grassy hill. Behind the apex of another one of these hills, 2 other figures, also tiny and small, just this black outline, suddenly appear, and they run up to the first one, and they start grasping each other's hands, and they start dancing around in a circle, holding each other's hands. And for a moment, you hear the sound of laughing children floating through the air. And then, freeze frame. The painting stops moving, but the children remain there, dancing happily together.
Iris makes his way up to the painting, and where the children are dancing and where it's frozen there over the grassy hills, he sort of traces his fingers very, very, very lightly and kindly so over that. Well, if I had to choose a favorite, I think this is the painting I like the most so far. But still, I'm not sure what this is.
It's a happy memory.
I really hope so. We were, all right, following the blue light. Blue light, right? He looks left and right, just seeing if he can see any light.
You sadly do not see any more light, but here you see the true splendor of the main hall that is below this superb view. The intricate design of the wooden moldings in the ceiling also becomes clear. There's various paintings that decorate the space, almost like a gallery of a sort. None are as large as this main painting, but they seem to be all landscape paintings, except for one that seems to be a portrait of 2 people. Along the eastern and southern wall, there are draped windows to the rainy outside, and among them on the eastern wall, there's another windowed double door that seems to lead out to the rain. Wooden doors can be spotted in the south and western corner, and in the northwestern corner, that door is slightly ajar.
No light. I can't see the light. Do you see it? Any of you?
There's a light this way. And Nyx heads up to the right.
Alright.
Just move. Let's go. No.
I can't move soul or any of my tokens, so I don't end up fine.
Alright. Don't worry.
Can't
I'll-
contain Soul's power.
There's a simple hallway here with a worn but still magnetic red carpet. There's 2 doors to the east and a double door glass door heading out to a small balcony with dead potted plants overlooking the inner courtyard. And of course, it's that southern door that stands ajar linking back to the main hall.
I guess that more memories lie beyond. And Nyx opens the door here.
Alrighto.
If this isn't another bathroom, I'm noping right out of there.
It's a bedroom. Yeah.
It's
Ooh,
a
with light.
bedroom. Indeed.
Saucy.
Well, it's not blue, so let's leave.
There is no hope.
As you first enter this bedroom, you're immediately met with rich and exotic carpets filling the space over the herringbone wooden floor. There's decadent furniture here with a decorated folding screen in the corner. Serving as a crown jewel of this room is this mighty canopy bed sitting in between two bedside tables. What immediately stands out to you is the shining green light coming from a point atop of the right bedside table.
Does it match the green hue of the one of the memory locks that Nyx has dubbed?
You know what? It does.
Nyx warily steps around just by making sure that it's not some sort of, angler fish sort of trap. And tentatively steps around the bed, looking at it for his own purposes later, maybe, and goes over to the light.
Yeah, on the right bedside table here, there's various accessories and personal items of nondescript nature, like hair ties. There's a brush, but among them, where the green light emanates from, there's a pristine metal compass.
Yeah, pick it up.
All right. As you pick it up and move it around, you realize that it doesn't seem to work. It's stuck, always pointing towards north. And after that quick revelation, the green light moves. It suddenly exits the compass. It flows up to hover right in front of your face for a moment and then zooms off. It quickly flies through the wall, heading southwest from whence you came, disappearing from your view.
Did anyone else see where that went?
You better go after it.
Green,
Let's
green,
go. Let's move.
green, green. And he just goes out.
Yeah.
As Nyx leaves the bedroom, is there anything that stands out to him as notes or parchment that is here?
Yeah, there seems to be a book that is open but lying with this the back up on the other bedside table.
As the party just chases the green light, Nyx will scoop it up.
All right, scoop it up. You scoop it.
A scoop.
We're like cats chasing the laser pointer.
Okay.
As you're all kind of over here, you kind of see the tail end of it going through the door here and going further.
I'm stuck.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, good.
As Irius very frantically follows this light, being in Baroe for so long, you can definitely see that being in that forest is taking a toll on his body, and he kind of hits a wall, leans on it, and goes over here. It's green, all right, green.
Lyria is mostly focusing on chasing after the light so we don't lose it.
Yeah, you're probably the fastest.
Undoubtedly.
I'm gonna help Mardia get up there. Going back into the main hall, Illyria, you see first, hovering about 1.5 meters above the floor, on the first landing of the great staircase, almost at the edge where the first stair starts, that the green node of light stays in place. Any immediate actions?
I mean, no?
Alright, you just wait for the rest.
Yeah, she's just keeping an eye on the light.
Standing still. Strange.
What?
It was emanating from this, and Nyx produces the broken compass to Irius.
He looks over it and just gently accepts it, kind of holding it in his palm, open and closing the lid, trying to inspect it. He looks back up towards Nyx. Thank you. There's definitely something here. He will look down in almost a defeated look. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold on to it? I'm not sure if I'm afraid I'll lose it.
Sure. No problem. I'll keep it safe in my bag. And he puts the compass in the bag. And as Illyria is transfixed by this light, he will...
She's not transfixed. She's just scared it will fuck off like the other one.
Yeah, like focusing on it like a cat.
It's gonna...
Yeah, I mean...
She's gonna wrestle it.
Let's be real. If Illyria was an animal, she would be a cat.
Yes. Next, quickly flicks open the book and see what's what.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Well, can I read it? Is there any passages in there that
Oh
are
yeah,
legible?
for the book. Yes.
And the note, I think they said there's a note as well.
The only the page that was open is readable. The other kind of slight weird blur, as if you cannot focus on the text, no matter how much you squint. But handouts, Emin. And then let's see. Diary entry, master bedroom.
It's like, I'm sure this room has good acoustics, so I'll just read out.
Very good.
Escapism. Those are the only words that come to mind when I think about the past couple of years. I've been too full of worry to take any proper step forward and break this seemingly never-ending loop. Worst of all, I never shared these feelings with Joseph. I fear he finds me cold, as our usual nightly chatter have turned quiet. I want to break these chains holding me down and keeping me quiet, but how to go about it? I disappeared that night. They sought a leader in me, and in their search, Reroa nearly passed away, beneath a rotten house in a pool of rot. I've worked desperately to not be their burden and to help alleviate theirs, but it all seems so unreachable. I feel as if I'm losing them, and furthermore, I feel as if I'm losing him, my beloved.
Oh.
I sometimes find myself wandering out on the balcony, staring into the night sky in hopes to find some kind of answers, like a dwindling, confused old dwarf. Alright, enough pity. Make a change. Make a choice. I need to take a step forward. I'll tell him tonight, no doubt. Who cares about the Copperbeards? Who cares that I'm a Stormlight? I'll take the first carriage on the road and steal him away forever. Sometimes I feel that I'd be happier if that's what we did. If we would just run away together, Joseph. Seems, Irius, that you and Joseph were quite close. He meant a lot to you.
I haven't had the freedom to consider my feelings for a long time. It is comforting and scary to hear you read whatever that is.
This is yours, Irius. I'm pretty certain. Here. And Nyx hands him the book, like, closed. And, hands it out. And says, there's comfort here, I'm sure. And Nyx takes the marble out. The tiny, marble of hope.
Mhm.
And as Arius reaches out to take the book, he'll crack it and the dust. Open his hand with the dust and blow the dust at Arius to
Oh.
heal him of stress.
All right. 1d4 plus 1.
You heal 3 points of stress.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
And as he kind of quickly breaks through that cloud of dust in his face, you definitely see his eyes glaze over with a new look, and he seems a little more relaxed, especially in combination with the book. You are. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. She immediately, that book, he finds the most secure little pocket that he can close and lock, either on his person or on his duffel bag he's been carrying with him.
Oh. All right. In the
That's it,
meantime, the green light just continues to hover in place.
No blue light, just green light that's here. I wonder if we have to find all the pieces, all the lights dotted around this memory mansion. And once we find them, they will all culminate together, and then we bring Irius here, and maybe there's some mechanism, some key to unlocking his memories.
So we should look for more things, Ben.
Yes. If we don't want to spend our entire lives in here.
Arius, as you approach, suddenly the green light flares for a second, and then again, just like a candle being blown out, it disappears. Illyria.
What?
Does a 26 hit?
Why are you asking that? Yes!
No, he doesn't.
A translucent green arrow set aflame in green flame suddenly impacts your chest for 15 piercing damage.
Jesus.
A voice comes from across the room. Welcome home, honey. Let me rid our house of these unwelcomed vermin so you and I can catch up in peace. Stepping out of the shadow and past a column, there is a very strange sight of a monochromatic elven gentleman.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
He is tall and he is dressed in this leather armor.
Oh no.
And in his hand there is a decorated longbow, and already there is another green translucent arrow knocked. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode
Yes!
of Curse of the Viscera.
Oh my god!
Joseph, why would you do that to me?
Hey, good job, Joseph, alright? I can root for both teams, because I've been on both.
I mean, in a way, I just shot myself.
Yeah, you did.